So, anyone want to make some pancakes with me? Do you want to make a pancake? Because we're at home, it's chilly outside, and I feel like making some comfort food. And something about like a warm plate of fluffy pancakes just speaks to my soul. So I feel like that's what we should do today, is we should make some really good pancakes. So what I wanted to do, I thought this would be really interesting, so let me know if you're on board. I thought we should test out Tasty's best ever fluffy pancakes. It has like something like, I don't know, 10 million views or something like that. People love pancakes, I'm just saying. And test that against like a boxed pancake mix, which I mean is also delicious. But like, how much better is the Tasty best ever fluffiest versus, you know, easy breezy boxed pancake deliciousness? So we need to know if the Tasty recipe is like that much better that it's like worth the extra amount of work. Because if they are, I mean, it's not so much more work that it's like, ooh, this is only for like, you know, once a year. Christmas, I don't know. Or birthday pancakes. I mean, that's just what it is. Pancakes always taste the best on your birthday, I'm just saying. So first, let's start by putting together the easy breezy pancake mix. Because I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make both the batters, and that way I can like make them on the stovetop at the same time. That way I'm tasting them, you know, side by side, hot and fluffy deliciousness, right? I'm not gonna make one pancake and then be cold and then test it against another pancake. Like, that's just not fair. Because then the chili pancakes, like, I was good and then you left me here for 20 minutes. So, pancakes. Pancake time. Pancake time. Pancake time. Okay, so anyway, the first one I'm gonna start with, can't find the box for. Separated out all the ingredients, very proud of myself, and then I lost the box. Where did it go? Pancake ingredients. Where are you? Oh, there you are. So today we are making this quick pancake mix, though I mean, there really isn't that much difference, I think, amongst all of them. I could be wrong on that one, but like, this is the one that I normally buy. Ooh, waffles too. Okay, I'm getting distracted. So, first things first, let's put together all the ingredients here. So the recipe on the back says it's gonna make 12 classic pancakes. And since I'm making 2 different recipes, I'm halving the amount as it would call for in the back here. So just keep that in mind. we're doing a lot of pancakes today. So we're gonna do 1 cup of the pancake mix into the bowl. We are also going to need 1 egg, down over here. Just get my way. Uno egg. Then we need half of a cup of milk. If I could find my half cup measure. I have a third. I have so many third cup measures. Why do I have like 3 third cup measures? That's too many. I'm just saying it's too many. Aha! Found it. It's hiding. So in we go. Oh, already spelling it. Only 1 time spelling it though. Good for me. Oh, two times spelling. It's fine. Using my little Scandinavian dishcloths from two videos ago. They are still great, everyone. Just in case you were wondering. And then, pretty straightforward, we whisk. We wanna make sure all of the lumps are out, but we also don't wanna overmix it. What is your favorite like pancake mix-in? Or do you like it like au naturel? Do you like nothing in your pancakes? Which is also fine. Nothing wrong with a good classic. I think I'm in like banana chocolate chip camp. Like that's like my dream combo. And then there we go. Ta-da! Pancake mix. Over to the side. Now we're gonna make Tasty's pancakes, and these look fluffy and delicious, and like I love all of their like editing and all of their like filming stuff where they like cut into the pancake and then they lift it out and it's like drizzled with maple syrup. I'm like, oh, I need it. Why do you do this to me, Tasty? Now I need to eat the pancakes. So to make this recipe, we're gonna start with the dry ingredients, and they did a really good job with this video. In case you haven't seen it, I'll link it down below so you guys can go and check it out. But they really went into a lot of detail into the rationale why they chose the differing levels of ingredients, which is really cool to see kind of the experimentation that went into it, which I think is really cool because I love that whole like science behind cooking kind of stuff. So I found that stuff really interesting to see how the pancakes looked different when you use differing levels of flour, or if you used baking soda versus baking powder, or a combination of the two, and like all these different things. So I thought that was really cool. But we're gonna start with the dry ingredients. So right here we have 2.5 cups of flour, which I measured out as 310 grams, I think is what it was. Yes, got that number right. Yes! And to this, we are gonna add a bunch of the other dry ingredients. We're adding in 3 tablespoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon each of baking soda and baking powder, and 2 teaspoons of kosher salt. Snowflake that in there. And then we're just gonna whisk it all up so that it's nicely combined. Like I always choose. Always choose a bowl that is just a little too small for what I need. Like, why do I do this to myself? And I have to be really super careful when combining all this together. Just I really like to live on the edge when I'm baking. By the way, can we all appreciate that I did a full face of makeup today and I'm just wearing like sweat clothes that have stains on them, apparently. So that's what we're doing today. It's the look. For sure I didn't brush my hair either when I put it up, so. Who's with me? That seems combined. That was really fun. I felt like a farmer turning over soil. I don't know why that was the first thing that came to mind. This is for sure how they do it. I'm almost making like a rose. Like if you look at it like kind of squint from like far away, it kind of looks like a rose. Pancake art. Now we're gonna go on to the wet ingredients and we're gonna start with the butter because butter makes everything better. Everything. I need a shirt that says that. We're gonna microwave it because we want melted butter. And that is, by the way, 8 tablespoons unsalted butter. You wanna be able to control the amount of salt that you are putting into your baking. So when possible, use unsalted. It's something that I learned because I'd always use just like salted butter. And then I was like looking at it and I'm like, why would I do unsalted? It doesn't taste as good. But with salted butter, you just don't have control over how much salt you're putting in. So you're really just leaving it up to chance. So we have here 8 tablespoons of unsalted butter, melted. And now I'm gonna take some of the bowls that I used earlier, just, you know, gave them a little rinse. I didn't even rinse them, I'm gonna be honest, I just used a cloth. This is baking powder, it's fine. And now we're gonna take our 2 eggs and we're gonna separate out the yolks and the whites because the whites work a little bit differently in how they combine into the final product. You actually get a much fluffier pancake when you keep them separate. And it's really interesting to me because the way that we make our pancakes, we actually beat the egg whites. So it's like a nice fluffy meringue, but Tasty says that there really is no difference other than it's just like a make work project. And I was like, oh, all this time could have been doing it a lot easier, but no. But it does make a difference when we keep them separate, but you don't have to do that extra step, apparently. Bloop. Hand washing, key, when you're touching Eggos. All right. What's next, Tasty? Now we are going to put the egg whites to the side for now, and we are going to bring on the buttermilk. So into this, we are going to put the 2 egg yolks, like so, as well as the melted butter. And I'm going to rinse off my very floury whisk and use that to combine. I don't know what my hand is doing over here. It's like a claw. Ready to grab the whisk at any moment. And now we are just going to mix this all together. And now I'm going to grab my bowl and we are going to start to combine the dry ingredients with the wet ingredients, not the egg whites yet. So I have here my lovely flour mixture. Ooh. Stay in my mixing bowl. Thank you, thank you. That's oh, got a little bit on the side. Didn't lose too much, it's fine. And then we're going to add in the wet ingredients with the buttermilk. And we are not going to use the whisk, Rachel. Don't get on my sweater. Now we are going to very gently fold everything together. Now it's not going to be perfectly combined, and that's okay. We want it to be a little bit lumpy and delicious. Very gently folding it in. It smells like very lemony, which is weird because of the buttermilk, or maybe I'm just sensitive to it. I don't know. I'm curious how similar this is to the pancake recipe that I grew up with. I grew up with the one, what is it called? Oh, Joy Baking. Joy Baking? Yeah, that's it. That's the one my dad made for us on like weekends and stuff. It's so good. That's my favorite one. All right, that is looking the right amount of mixed. Still a little floury, but mostly combined. So now we are gonna add in the egg whites and we are again going to fold it in so you don't see, what she call it? The snotty egg. I thought that was so funny. Ugh. Gross. Just combining it so it is fully coated and incorporated. So now we're gonna let this sit for about 10-15 minutes or so, just so it can really come together, you know, like as a squad, a pancake squad. We really want the ingredients to know each other well. We want this to be a good pancake. We want them to know each other's favorite colors, where they went to school, I don't know. I don't have a lot of friends, is that what you ask people? So I'm gonna let these both sit and then we'll be back. bringing it over to the stove. I'm so excited. All right, so here we have a nice long cast iron. That's what they recommended in the video. You just get that nice uneven texture to your pancake, which is gonna make it extra delicious. So that is heating up. So then I'm gonna do the tasty pancakes here, the boxed ones back here. Now in comparison, I'm like looking at the batter right now, guys, and the Bisquick one looks real thin. I follow the directions, but it just feels a little thin. So I'm gonna make one pancake with it and see if I need to like adjust the amounts. Add in some more butter. All over. We're gonna use our 1/3 for each pancake. Make them even. Such a difference in consistency. So we're gonna give it about, it says 2 minutes for the tasty one. I'm just gonna wait until this one starts bubbling a little more and then I will flip it. Sorry, my battery died. So here's the tasty pancake and here is the boxed one. You can see there is a difference in terms of how fluffy it is. Like it doesn't look like a bad pancake, it's just a little thin one. So let's make some more. And another one of tasty. This so fluffy. Honestly, this is pretty straightforward. I'm just flipping pancakes at this point. Just when they start to bubble, get a little bit not as shiny around the outside, that's when I tend to flip them. I find then they have the nicest color on the other side. Bloop, bloop. Golden. These ones need a little bit more time though. It's so interesting to me how different the texture is on the top of these two pancakes. So this one, again, super flat, super smooth, and that's the boxed one versus the tasty homemade one. Oh my goodness, so many pancakes! We got the Bisquick ones, we got the tasty ones. Let's dive in. Ooh, we need butter and maple syrup. Classic. Buttery pancakes. Christopher, you wanna taste test some pancakos?
I like cake.
In the pan variety.
All kinds of cake. Oh yeah, that's a short stack right there.
Right? Tasty's fluffiest. Boxed. Obvious, clear
I don't
difference.
see any difference at all.
What is the difference? These are so smooth on top, which I found really interesting.
Yeah.
And I added more flour to this one than these ones. I don't know if it made a huge difference though. I feel like not. Okay, which one are we gonna eat first? We need to think quickly.
Yeah, cold pancakes are no good. All right, here we go.
Okay, wait, hold on. I need some extra butter on this. Ready?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Great pancake.
Those are so good.
Yeah. That's really good.
Just the... Almost dropped the knife. Yeah. It's really fluffy and light. It's got that airiness, but still in that nice fluffy way. It really is a really phenomenal texture.
Yeah, great pancake. Nice lacy edge.
And that one has the egg white separated out like ours does, but they didn't whip the egg white. And they just separated it.
And just added it at separate times?
Yeah. It's as fluffy, I feel like, to me.
Yes, it is. Ready for disappointment?
Don't say that!
We've all had boxed pancakes before. It's edible.
These are delicious.
I feel like I'm at a Holiday Inn. And I appreciate the continental breakfast. I mean, no disrespect to good folks at Holiday Inn. It's just...
It's missing that cloud-like texture, but in a dense way. It doesn't evaporate in your mouth the way that the edges of this one, they kind of disintegrate.
Yes.
This one has a little bit more to it.
But it's not just the texture. It's the taste. That's just sort of a light cardboard for the delivery of maple syrup and butter. And that's fine. But this is good.
It is... I mean, there is a clear winner here. I'm not as like mad about these as you are. They're still pancakes.
But that wasn't really the goal here.
Yes.
Was it to find out which one's better?
This takes a little bit more time. Yep. You do need to wait like 15 to 30 minutes or so, or 10 to 15. Some period.
Like let the batter rest?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never done that.
You have to let that like chill and hang out for a bit. So just to make all the ingredients amalgamate. Come together.
Probably also hydrates the flour. You know how there are always like flour pockets that don't get... It probably hydrates those without mixing if you just leave it be, right? Because I always just kind of mix it until those are close to gone. But I guess if you just leave it, those will all hydrate, and then you don't get that raw flour taste. Interesting. I like that.
Okay, now I want to try this one, and then I want to try that again and just see, like, how much better is it?
If I leave any of this for you.
Hey, there's a warmth to this that is beyond the stove.
Oh, that's nice. That's poetry.
Thank you. Pancake poetry. That is a really good one. You know what? I'm getting more of the salt now. Now that it was a direct comparison, once I tried these, very slight tanginess, a little bit, probably from the buttermilk.
I was gonna say buttermilk, yeah.
And a little bit more saltiness. There's some complexity. Nothing wrong with this. If you're just craving pancakes.
This is a better pancake than just sort of a basic, flour, eggs, butter, sort of pancake.
Oh,
yeah.
for sure. Yeah, they really put a lot of thought into these, and I really like them.
Yeah.
I'm glad we did this. I would make those again. 100%.
Yeah, I will make those. Show me exactly where it was.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Well, I'm going to put these aside now. Now I'm just going to demolish these pancakes at, 3 p.m. Than like a 3 p.m. pancake, am I right? Let me know if you try out this recipe. Tag me on Instagram if you end up making them, because I'd love to know if you love them as much as I do, because I think these are a great pancake. Also, if you have any pancake combinations for like the little like extra je ne sais quoi, the blueberries, the chocolate chips, the bananas, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a weird thing to put in your pancakes. Peanut butter? I don't know, I'm allergic, I have no idea. Do you do that? Let me know and check out these videos on the side in case you have missed any. We have done a whole bunch of the best ever recipes from Tasty. So check them out if you haven't seen them already, because there were some gems there and ones that I was like very excited about and I have added to my repertoire of recipes. So go and check those out if you haven't already, and I hope you guys are having a great Saturday. I'll see you guys all in my next video. Love you all. Mwah.